It's the disease that you fear most, cancer. And your ability to fight it lies in one of the biggest buzzwords in health, antioxidants. Today, we're fighting the war on cancer with prevention, antioxidant prevention. And I'm sharing my cancer-fighting antioxidant all-stars, the 3 most important ones you need to help you prevent cancer. Do you have enough? That's why our audience is wearing these different colored T-shirts. You've seen them advertised everywhere.
A glass of Welch's purple grape juice has twice the natural antioxidant level.
This peptide cream is so rich in the absolute best antioxidants.
New Snapple antioxidant water. It helps protect your body.
Antioxidants are found in many fruits and vegetables, and they might just be your body's ultimate secret weapons against cancer. But what exactly are antioxidants, and why are they so good for you? As I've discovered, most of you don't even have a clue. What's an antioxidant?
I don't know.
You know any antioxidants?
No, I know it's in green tea.
You know what an antioxidant is?
An antioxidant?
Yes.
No.
Do you know what has antioxidants in it?
I don't want to say the wrong stuff.
I'm with your daughter here. I've got a question for both of you. Can you name an antioxidant?
Oh.
No.
Joining me is one of my all-time favorite guests, cancer prevention pioneer, Dr. William Lee. Dr. Lee, thank you very much for joining us as always. Talk about antioxidants and how they prevent cancer.
Well, antioxidants are natural protective molecules that Mother Nature has laced into a large number of foods. And there are literally thousands of different types of antioxidants, but they all do pretty much the same thing. They protect our DNA in healthy cells from the type of damage caused by free radicals, which are harmful chemicals that our body absorbs from things like cigarette smoke or pollution or fried foods or other sources of the environment. So antioxidants protect our DNA against the kind of damage that can cause cancer.
So you see why it's so important to both of us, and all doctors are concerned about preventing cancer, that you have enough. So everyone in our audience today is wearing their antioxidant health on their sleeve. They're all wearing different colored T-shirts. Before the show, we gave everyone the ultimate nutritional lie detector test. This revolutionary device, it's lying right here next to me, measures the level of carotenoids in your skin, which can help indicate the overall antioxidant health in your body. It's a completely non-invasive test. Did it hurt you to get? All right. No. Good. I haven't had mine yet. I'm having it next. So we're going to see if it hurts me. But it takes about 90 seconds, and I am completely astounded by these results. Let me come on over here. We're going to show it to everybody. So if you look at this is how it's supposed to be read out, by the way. We've got lowest to highest, 10,000 up to 50,000 units, right? These figures give us a rough idea. You want to be up here in the blues. Now, let's see how you did. Are you ready? I don't want to see any reds, any oranges. Let's see the numbers for the audience. You're all down here. Can I tell you something? You're America. You're a cross-section of everyone watching the show right now. Let me just go through these because it completely blew my mind. We have almost 40% of the audience in the lowest category possible. I actually didn't think we'd find anybody there. Not naively thought that at least we're getting enough of these antioxidants into our bodies that wouldn't be there. Another 40% had the orange category, which is still, to me, a dangerously low level. And we only had a total of about 6% having greens and blues. Put your hands up if you're greens and blues. Let me just see. It's like, yeah, I mean, there are a couple folks. But, you know, it's not many. Congratulations, by the way. Yeah. So the question then becomes, you know, why is it they're having these problems? And it's not surprising because we're getting on average about 2 to 3 servings of fruit per day and vegetables. It's not enough. And we know that. What do we talk about? 5, 7, 9, big numbers of servings, fistful size. So I haven't had the test yet. So before I give you a hard time, let's see how I'm doing. Ready to go?
Yes, ready.
All right. And Dr. Lee, while I do this, talk to me about antioxidants. What foods have them? How can folks find them, even if they don't know the chemical names?
Well, you can certainly get antioxidants in pill form, but the very best way of actually getting antioxidants is in the foods that we eat.
And what about organic versus inorganic? I get asked that a lot from the audience. Does it make a big difference with regard to antioxidant power?
Yeah, well, some studies have actually shown that foods grown organically can have greater levels of antioxidants. And the reason is because antioxidants also protect plants. And when plants are grown organically, that's without pesticides or chemicals or antibiotics, they actually have to produce more antioxidants to protect themselves. Right. And when we eat them, we get the benefits too.
Does that make sense, everybody? All right, let's see how I'm doing here. Uh-oh. 75,000. Now, listen. No. I honest to goodness did not do that to show off, although I know it sounds like that. I did that because I eat the things that all of you could be eating. I don't do anything fancy. I'm as busy as you are. I just made it part of my life to eat the kinds of foods we're going to talk about today. It's that simple. But when you see numbers like that, it changes dramatically the chances you're going to have to cope with some life-threatening or life-ending cancer down the road. Let me show you why antioxidants are so important. Where's Stephanie? Come now, Stephanie. Isn't Stephanie wonderful? Yeah. Now, why is Stephanie wearing a red shirt?
Because I have an addiction to pastries. So I really wasn't surprised at my results.
Well, let me just point a couple things out to folks who may be surprised by your results. You're thin, you look athletic, you look fit, and your numbers are still low. Your numbers weren't just low, they were among the lowest we found in the entire audience of 200-some people here. So it's a dangerously low number. I want to sink in to everybody today the fundamental principles of what antioxidants are and why I care about them, and why world-class physicians and cancer researchers like Dr. Lee are dedicating their lives to getting this message out. You want to play with me a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. So this is what your DNA looks like. Okay. You see the balloons lined up, and they're very neatly aligned along these little cables, because when the DNA has to reproduce itself, it's got to make a perfect copy. If it makes a mistake when it copies, what happens?
It's going to continue.
And it'll make mistakes that are propagated, right? It's like you're giving your kids a bad habit. They're going to take it to their kids.
Right.
So you make bad habits in DNA, and they turn into rogue sociopathic cells, which we call cancer. All right, so you get to be a free radical. Okay? So I want you to take your free radical power, and I want you to knock off these balloons. I want you to show what it can do to DNA when the DNA is not protected and free radicals can attack it. Go ahead. Whack away. And one more. And what happens? It begins to be very, very unstable. Now, if I don't hold it, it's going to collapse. Now, what ends up happening when you lose all of this power is that you begin to make the errors I'm speaking about. Then, the body has to develop a technique to protect it. It's called an antioxidant. So I'm going to be the antioxidant now. And my job is to prevent you from knocking off the remaining pieces of this, right? Otherwise, the whole thing collapses and we're done. You're going to have oxidation. You're going to have stress in your life. The kids are going to get you tired. You're going to have issues at work. That's going to happen. You're going to eat foods that aren't always perfect for you. I'm okay with that. But you got to have the antioxidant back up to come in there and defend you. So go ahead, not try to take it away. Yeah, go on, one more time. Try to get at it. She's hard, all right? You can't get there, right?
I'm nervous.
Just take it back up there. Try to get it. Right. The free radicals are fast and they're quick, but the antioxidants are your natural mechanisms that we have always had for all of our existence. Every human being ever created has had antioxidants that can protect us from the world around us. That's why this is so critical. All right, now let's come over here. Now, let's talk about 3 cancer-fighting antioxidant all-stars. You want to hear about these? All right, the first are carotenoids. Sounds like carrots, right? Carotenoids are incredibly powerful, and they work in very unique ways. Dr. Lee, please explain.
So carotenoids are special antioxidants that actually give fruits and vegetables their color. They're red, yellow, and orange colors. And there are actually more than 600 different types of carotenoids. And we think of them as all-stars because carotenoids actually prevent the formation of the free radicals in the first place. And the other reason is that many carotenoids, like many antioxidants, are also anti-angiogenic, which means that they starve cancers by preventing blood vessels from growing up to feed the cancers. No blood vessels, no cancer. So the ones that you might often hear about are the common ones like lycopene or beta-carotene.
And it's like taking that tennis racket away from you. That's how it functions in your body. So, you know, it gets you even one step earlier. So we talked about carrots, yellow squash. Have you ever heard of persimmon?
Yes, I have.
You tasted it all? You know what it tastes like?
No, I don't.
You interested in trying it out?
Sure.
All right. Let's see if we can bump you out of the lowest group here. I want you, all the other reds to be careful. She's going to catch up to you now, Stephanie. She's going to take you out.
It's not bad.
Not bad? Talk to me about these and how much you have to have a benefit.
Yeah, so studies have actually shown that, for example, for yellow squash, eating a cup and a half per week helps prevent lung cancer. And for carrots, eating about a cup per day helps prevent kidney cancer. And for persimmons, 2 fruits a day helps protect against stomach cancer.
What do you think about that?
I mean, you can't beat it.
Yeah, you should take us back with you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much,
A
Debbie.
New York souvenir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So how does being in the red there make you feel?
Not so good.
Not so good?
Not so good.
You know what the thing is can you guys turn from being reds and orange shirted people into the blues and the greens?
I think so.
Yeah, you can. And when you do that, guess what? When you turn yourself around, you also dramatically change the chance of you getting cancer, which is the big message here, Sandra. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
All right. When we come back, we're unlocking the secrets to getting the most cancer-fighting antioxidants from your food. Stay with us. I'm back with cancer prevention pioneer, Dr. William Lee, and we're about to unlock the secrets to getting the most cancer-fighting antioxidants into your diet. Here to help us, Dora. Welcome, Dora.
Thank you.
So how does that make you feel? Thank you. How do you feel about having that red shirt? And who'd you come with, by the way?
I came with my family, and yeah, they
beat you. Now,
and
why
there's
is it?
always this competition, and I lost again.
Did you feel badly
And
about
I'm the eldest.
You're the oldest, though?
Yes, yes.
But do they eat better than you? They're wearing yellows and oranges
No,
there.
they don't eat better than me.
Today.
And I do have a question, though.
Yes.
They're saying a lot of times these vegetables sit on the shelf, and they lose a lot of. You're better off buying like the flash frozen.
That's a good question. You're absolutely right. When you get fresh vegetables that are frozen at the site, and then you buy them frozen weeks later and save them even for a few months, so it's a very smart way, and it's affordable for everybody. Okay.
So the next time you actually order salsa, get the guacamole as well.
I eat avocados and tomatoes and salsa every day.
Then why are you red?
I don't know. I think it was maybe a faulty test.
Yeah.
But, you know...
No. I'm going to tell you why. Can I tell you why you're red?
Can stress do that?
Stress can do it,
Okay.
but there's something more important that I perceive in you.
What?
What could it possibly be?
Probably...
Either I'll out you or you'll out you.
Okay. I smoke.
She smokes.
I do.
You do smoke, and I love you for who you are, and I'm not giving you a hard time about it right now, but that's why your antioxidant levels roll.
Our bodies are constantly exposed to free radicals as a consequence of metabolism and things in our environment.
Exposure to free radical activity is a natural part of life. However, in today's highly stressful and hectic world, it's possible to become overexposed and experience the consequences of free radical damage. Even breathing puts free radicals in your body. Environmental pollution, unbalanced diets, foods that contain preservatives and additives, insufficient physical exercise, and even mental stress all may contribute to free radical damage. When left unchecked, free radical damage to your cells accumulates and can lead to health concerns later in life. The human body combats free radical damage by producing antioxidants naturally. These stable molecules mop up free radicals to prevent cellular damage. Although the body produces some antioxidants, it relies on dietary sources for the rest. Unfortunately, some people simply do not eat enough foods that are high in antioxidants. So what is the solution? What should people do to protect themselves? There are 4 important factors that can contribute to people's overall antioxidant health: the kinds of food they consume, lifestyle choices such as where they live and how they live, body composition, and supplementation. In addition to a healthier lifestyle and avoiding negative environmental factors where possible, supplementation can also help increase your antioxidant protection. However, the choice of supplements can be overwhelming. And how do you know if any of the supplements you're taking are actually working? The answer is the Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner. Pharmanex is the only nutritional supplement company that can provide you with a non-invasive, fast, and convenient way to determine your antioxidant status and whether your supplements are actually giving you the protection they claim.
The Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner gives you a skin carotenoid score that measures your carotenoid antioxidant level. In less than 2 minutes, you can find out if your supplements are giving you the antioxidant protection you need for optimal health.
Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner technology is setting new standards for people who want to improve their antioxidant health. Raman spectroscopy is Nobel Prize-winning technology that is used for biological measurements and is an established scientific discipline backed by years of research. Now, thanks to Pharmanex, this same technology is now used to improve people's lives.
As part of the development of the scanner, the Pharmanex Research Institute has completed 3 clinical studies to date in order to validate the technology. Not only did we find that skin carotenoids measured by the scanner are highly correlated with carotenoid concentrations in the blood, but we found that skin carotenoids are actually less variable than carotenoid levels in the blood. This is not surprising considering that blood carotenoids may be more influenced by day-to-day variation in dietary intake of carotenoids. What is exciting is that it tells us that skin carotenoids measured by the scanner are a better marker of long-term carotenoid status than blood carotenoids.
The use of Raman spectroscopy for the assessment of human tissue carotenoids has been validated by several peer-reviewed studies. Over the past few years, Pharmanex scientists have attended many scientific conferences and have presented the science behind Lifepak and the Pharmanex biophotonic scanner at a number of these meetings.
The biophotonic scanner has been instrumental in helping people take better care of themselves. No matter what their initial score is, almost everyone wants their score to increase. So they begin to eat better, take better care of themselves, and take Pharmanex supplements. While other companies claim to have excellent products, they have no way of showing that their products are working in the body. We, on the other hand, can actually prove that our products are superior and that they work in the body because we can measure.
Pharmanex Lifepak, Lifepak Nano, and G3 are all SCS certified supplement products proven to be high in antioxidant power. Get started today on a good health regimen. Eat nutritious foods high in antioxidants, exercise, and add SCS certified Pharmanex products to your diet.
When you see your score increase with Pharmanex supplementation, you will experience the power of these clinically proven products. In fact, I'm so confident that our SCS certified products will increase your scanner score and improve how you feel that they come with a money-back guarantee. I encourage you to get started today and experience the difference Pharmanex can make in your life for years to come.
The biophotonic scanner functions on the principle of reflected and scattered light, called Raman spectroscopy. Available exclusively through Pharmanex, today's scanner model takes a quantum leap forward in Raman spectroscopy. To understand the scanner technology, you must first understand light. White lights have all different wavelengths, represented by colors. The scanner produces a narrow beam of light in which all of the photons are the same color, blue, but a blue that is specifically 473 nanometers in wavelength. When a 473 nanometer photon of light comes into contact with a carotenoid, something interesting happens. The 473 nanometer photon becomes a 510 nanometer photon and turns green. Because the number of photons generated is proportional to the concentration of carotenoids in the skin, these green photons are then counted to provide the carotenoid score.
The technology used in the Pharmanex biophotonic scanner was originally developed by researchers at the University of Utah to study carotenoids in the macula of the eye. Originally, the scanner took up an entire room. Pharmanex used the same technology to develop the Pharmanex biophotonic scanner, which measures carotenoid antioxidants in the skin. As part of the development of the scanner, the Pharmanex Research Institute has completed 3 clinical studies to date in order to validate the technology. Not only did we find that skin carotenoids measured by the scanner are highly correlated with carotenoid concentrations in the blood, but we found that skin carotenoids are actually less variable than carotenoid levels in the blood. This is not surprising considering that blood carotenoids may be more influenced by day-to-day variation in dietary intake of carotenoids. What is exciting is that it tells us that skin carotenoids measured by the scanner are a better marker of long-term carotenoid status than blood carotenoids. Unlike other antioxidant testing tools, the Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner is easy to use and non-invasive. It gives you an indication of your personal antioxidant protection status by measuring carotenoids in the skin right at their site of action. The scanner has been scientifically and clinically validated, and the global patent rights are licensed exclusively to Pharmanex. As part of our ongoing commitment to research and development, we continue to carry out studies on the scanner. In one such study, Pharmanex entered into collaboration with university researchers who are studying the effects of oxidative stress during extreme altitude mountain climbing. Upgrades made to the S2 model so that it could function at high altitude helped us to further refine the scanner technology and led to the newest version of the Pharmanex Biophotonic Scanner, the Everest Edition.
Pharmanex products are built on rock-solid science. Pharmanex has a 6S process which is scientifically rigorous, and our claims for our products are backed up by science. Lifepak is an integral part of our anti-aging program and is in fact the foundation product in our portfolio. Lifepak leads the pack in the nutritional industry. After years of research and the unprecedented success of the biophotonic scanner, we are proud to bring the next generation of Lifepak, Lifepak Nano.
For years, Lifepak has been helping people live healthier lives. The science behind this clinically tested daily supplemental product has made it the bestseller around the world. That's because whether you're training for a marathon or just need the quick energy it takes to run up a flight of stairs, you need proper nutrition, something that's hard to obtain from our diets alone.
Once again, Pharmanex is raising the bar. With Lifepak Nano, our powerful research engine has delivered the most advanced anti-aging supplement program based on the most recent scientific findings. We use nanotechnology to boost the bioavailability of certain nutrients that used to be hard to absorb for the body. We add a new dimension of anti-aging benefits by building in omega-3 lipids and liponutrients. We add the novel carotenoids astaxanthin and zeaxanthin. We include the proven health benefits of red wine without the alcohol. We improve Lifepak's bone nutrition with a new patented form of calcium. And finally, we redesigned our vitamin E blend according to the latest science.
When fit and conditioned, the body is an incredible machine that enables us to perform remarkable feats. But the human body itself is amazing. For example, your heart beats about 100,000 times a day. And there are more than 10 billion nerve cells in your brain. Good health and energy are important for making sure you feel great today and for years to come.
Lifepak Nano offers the most powerful combination of anti-aging nutrients ever assembled into one convenient sachet. Nanotechnology puts important nutrients into your body more easily, so they are more available for quick absorption.
Lifepak Nano is the first anti-aging dietary supplement to utilize nanotechnology and deliver Pharmanex CR6 liponutrients, nanocarotenoids, and nano coenzyme Q in an exclusive patent-pending formula. Lifepak Nano is the most scientifically researched product on the market.
Lifepak Nano is the new milestone against which others will have to measure up for years to come.
Lifepak Nano offers monumental improvement in optimum supplementation. You will see the benefits today and for years to come.
Every day we make choices. In fact, selection is such a common process that a lot of the time we hardly even think about it. Like when you're in a hurry and you just want to pick up some fruit for the mob of kids at home. Look, you wouldn't want spoiled fish or rotten fruit or vegetables, so we become very selective, especially when it comes to things that we're going to put into our bodies. Take supplements, for example. Supplements are a specialized form of food that millions of people use every day. Do you really know what goes into the supplements you take? Does it matter? Actually, it does. These are nuts, specifically peanuts. And we all know the only part of a peanut that's digestible and nutritious is the actual fruit inside this hard outer shell. However, everything here, including the shell, is considered part of the peanut. So if someone made a product and included the shell but no fruit, they would in effect be using peanut, just not the part that's beneficial. Surprisingly, some nutritional companies out there do just that with their supplements, like this. Just because a product contains a particular raw ingredient doesn't mean it contains those active chemical compounds that offer the stated benefits. In some plants, it's a certain part of the leaf, harvested at a specific time of day during a particular part of the year. In other cases, it could be the root or the stem. It's also important to ensure that these ingredients are passed to us in a form that our bodies can actually use. The process of identifying and understanding active ingredients begins with carefully gathering information. From ancient records to the most recent clinical studies, these volumes are available to almost anyone who's interested and can read a half-dozen Eastern and Western languages. But it takes years of experience and scientific savvy to know what is valid research and how to interpret it. And that's just the beginning. Chemical analysis, traveling the world to find the right plants containing the right chemical compounds, toxicity studies, compatibility studies, safety studies, clinical studies, applying all this complicated data to make a formula that can be utilized by the body. This business of making a good supplement is just plain complicated. One company has tackled this challenge in an extraordinary way. It readily acknowledges that a large and diverse team of scientists is needed to grapple with the complexities of natural ingredients. Nutritionists, pharmacologists, organic chemists, biochemists, immunologists, botanists, toxicologists, even MDs. And these aren't just ordinary scientists. They've produced dozens of patents and scientific papers. Their work is internationally recognized. And even this isn't enough for them. They also team up with leading scientists around the world for research and clinical studies. You know that even with the team Pharmanex has, it takes many months, sometimes years, to fully understand the chemical profile of a single plant. Certain chemical compounds in the plant may be toxic, and if so, scientists need to determine how they can be removed. Most importantly, in order to ensure that the ingredient is really going to work, careful studies are conducted to identify the active ingredients. Once these are determined, more tests help verify what levels of active ingredients are most efficacious. But the work still isn't finished. There are literally hundreds of factors that can affect not only the quality, but also the quantity of active ingredients in a plant. Factors such as weather conditions during the growing season, area humidity, levels of rainfall, nutrients in the soil, crop rotations and other disease prevention efforts, methods of insect control, amounts of sunlight, temperatures, and the list goes on and on.
Every time we purchase an ingredient for Pharmanex products, one of our sourcing members goes to the actual manufacturer of the ingredient and takes samples. Those samples are brought back here to our Shanghai lab to be tested. We test for heavy metals, solvent residue, pesticides, assay. Every single item in the spec is tested. If those pass, we accept the shipment and they go directly to our promo warehouse. If not, we reject.
Whoa, rejected product. Now, that's not something I want in my body. There's nothing better than fresh bread. Can eat that later. Now, to help you understand the process that creates a product, let's use a loaf of cinnamon bread as an example. Now, what if a baker used a small proportion of flour and a huge amount of yeast instead of the other way around? Now, if the ratios of ingredients are not just right or blended in just the right order, bread would turn out totally different, despite the best intentions. For instance, you can't put in the raisins first and then add the yeast, or leave some of the ingredients unmixed. Sometimes contaminants can get into a recipe without you even realizing it. Now, if you don't have some way of examining your final product, you may not know what's really in there. When it comes to something you take to improve your health, you really want to be sure that it contains only the right ingredients blended in the right way. And the only way to ensure their safety is with careful testing, like this. Imagine taking a single drop of ink and putting it into an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Then, when it's all mixed in, we take a drop of water from that pool so we can test it. This is a GCMS, which stands for Gas Chromatography Mass Spectrometer. The compound you want to test is dissolved into a solution, then heated to become a gas. The gas flows through a little tiny tube which physically separates the compound of interest from other compounds. It's then detected by the mass spectrometer, and the amount can be determined with amazing accuracy. From that single drop of water from the Olympic-sized pool, containing over 700,000 gallons, the GCMS can detect that original drop of ink. That's a detection of nearly 1 part per 53 billion. That's the kind of sensitivity that's possible with these amazing instruments. And it's another example of how thorough Pharmanex is when it comes to verifying a product's safety and efficacy. Applying space-age physics, studying ancient records and modern research, analyzing molecules, traveling the world and watching weather conditions, blending raw ingredients, and diligent ongoing testing. What we've been talking about is the Pharmanex 6S quality process. It involves a complex set of highly integrated activities to ensure that Pharmanex products deliver on their promises every capsule, every bottle, every time. For simplicity, the activities are grouped into 6 categories: selection, sourcing, structure, standardization, safety, and substantiation. At Pharmanex, selection starts with exhaustive research and careful analysis not just by 1 or 2 scientists, but by top PhDs who confer across the globe. Once the right ingredients have been selected from thousands of options, the experts in sourcing join the process, and the hunt for the best raw materials begins. Now, just because an ingredient has the same name as one in a study or scientific document isn't good enough. In order to know exactly which plant is good enough, the molecular structure is analyzed. Not only do we make sure we're using the right part of the plant, but the active molecules are identified and tested to study toxicity, potency, and effectiveness. We know that all sorts of things can affect those active ingredients. So, on-site testing is conducted on a regular basis to ensure we're getting the purity and quality of ingredients required. And Pharmanex isn't satisfied with just a sprinkling of the active ingredients. Again, extensive testing and clinical studies help determine the right amount of actives needed in each dose. This information allows strict standards to be created. Not only are the actives standardized, but every single capsule needs to contain all the ingredients at the right levels. And every product needs to be thoroughly and carefully blended to ensure that the ingredients will maintain effectiveness and store properly. Concern for safety runs through every stage of product development. Let's say you take just 4 capsules twice a day for a year, 10 years, or for the rest of your life. Just a minute amount of contaminants or toxins would add up. Pharmanex uses the most advanced testing procedures available to ensure the absence of toxins in each and every capsule. Scientific testing at the highest level takes place throughout everything Pharmanex does. All this testing is what comprises substantiation. Preclinical and clinical studies back every product claim. A product must pass each level of scrutiny. If it doesn't, the product or the ingredient is rejected. The whole 6S process requires constant collaboration across scientific and manufacturing disciplines and a unified commitment to quality.